we could talk to another persons, and we could see different levels of English. So sometimes we have to be patient, and then other times we have to put ourselves into the other places, and I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, and once a month we will have this kind of activity.
Hmm.
Very interesting to put in practice everything that you learned. So today we are come back to our book. Okay,
Hmm.
our lesson is that lesson 4, mind maps. Warm up. Look at the method of note taking below and answer the questions. Okay, this is the mind map. One, note taking. Uh, what is it? Mind map. Why mind maps? Improves reading, imitates brain, and how to do it. Have you ever made notes like this? If so, tell me about the process.
um I I made this. I think I was in last year of high school because my teacher of sociology, he passed a lot of things, and everyone in the class did this because it became a lot of easier, so we could study and took a good grade in his class.
Yeah. So let's read the text to complete the mind map. Read you, please, Aline.
Wait a sec. A mind map is an online linear method of note taking, which links keywords and ideas. Originally pioneered by Tony
Uh,
Buzan,
sorry, Aline. Pioneered. Pioneered.
pioneered
Uh-huh. Yeah.
by Tony Buzan. It is very helpful in memory training and improving your reading skills. Mind mapping is basically a way of taking information, of keeping it open and flexible. Its value is that it creates partners in a similar way to the brain. In a simple way, you start with the main topic in the center of the page and lead branches from it by noting relevant words as new lines of thoughts occur.
Yeah.
Almost certainly, ideas will cross reference, and this can be shown by color coding or a symbol. In fact, the more visual and colorful the mind map, the more individual and interesting it will appear. And the easier it will be to revive the associations when it's revealed at a later date.
Yeah. So now you need to put in order the topics, okay, on mind map.
Mm-hmm.
For example, number one, uh, number two is non-linear. Okay, right there, non-linear.
Okay.
Number three, memory training. Number six, words on branches.
Words what?
Words on branches, number 6.
Okay.
Number 7, main topic in center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, we need some activities in group, but it's impossible now. So let's read the next text about study skills. Uh, Psychological and physical factors. Steve Miller agrees that there are other factors apart from students' academic study skills, which are necessary for successful learning. Continue reading, please, Aline.
In this article, we focus on two aspects of performing well in our academic
Academic
studies.
studies.
Okay. The physical and the psychological. In order to study efficiently, the psychological and psychical barriers must be removed, and the students' own well-being and self-confidence must be developed. There's aspects of study skills will be looked and under four main. Meu Deus, a minha miopia.
Headings. Main headings.
These aspects of study skills will be looked under four main headings. The learning environment, well-being, time management, and task management. The learning environment. The place in which learning takes place is vital, whether it is at home, in the school itself, or at a library. It is important because in order to complete segments quickly and well, students need to feel calm and focused on the task. Is there a desk? How tidy is it? Do they work on their bed? What is their posture like? Is there enough light? How hot is the room? Are there any distractions? Music and TV seem to move the task more breathable, but really drag it out much longer.
Yeah, so we have some questions here. What experience, if any, do you have of making mind maps?
Um, at first, I didn't know how to do it, and it was kind of weird because I didn't know what to put in it. So at the beginning, it was kind of complicated for me, but when I understood what I should do, it became easier.
Okay, number 2, how did you organize this mind map? Example, did you read all the text quickly to find the main topics?
Uh, yeah, I read the all the text, and then I put what I think is the most important, and then I read again, and I am simplifying in another paper. So when I remember the topics, I will remember what the explain is.
Question 5, what did you think about this technique? Example, was it difficult for you? Would you use it again or not, and why?
I think it's easier more for ones than on others, but I think it's a really good way to study. I particularly don't like. I don't think it works for me. But when I think something is uh, big or complicated. I made it because it becomes easier to remember things like topics.
Perfect. Next page. Well-being. Physical and psychological well-being both play a part in academic success. Exercise, diet, and sleep are obvious factors, but there are also important psychological factors, such as self-renewal and peer support. Academic success can make you feel good, and feeling good leads to better results. It is also important that the student should not be going through stress caused by domestic problems or problems at school. Time management. It is important for students to make a timetable for their assignments. Programming is crucial when reviewing for exams, but the timetable should be realistic and workable. This means that students have to recognize when and for how long they work best. They need to learn how much sleep and leisure they need and how long they need to spend studying. While a few students work best under pressure and therefore leave assignments till the deadline, this usually results in stress. Studying works best if it is spaced into lots of small stages. It is also important to build in review stages. Okay, read please task management.
By maintaining files of classwork and homework, students will build up a body of their own efforts to make them feel that they are achieving something. This body work will also act as reference at and review material. Files should be managed sensibly
Yes.
with dividers, and students should be encouraged to keep notebooks for vocabulary, to, for example, with information in a form that will make it easy to retrieve. Assignments are best completed in chunks where the student controls each step. Good reference material will have them take control of their own learning. Dictionaries, self-study grammars, and tamed vocabulary books.
Perfect. Now we need to listen. Uh, Exercise 5, compare. Listen to a student presenting her group's mind map to the class. Compare their mind map with yours. How is their version the same as yours? How is it different? Okay, let's listen. Listen 5. Correct 5.
Unit 1, Track 5.
Well, first of all, we thought the main topic of the text, the overall topic, was study skills, but not the academic side of it so much as the conditions in which study takes place. There are two aspects of this feature, the physical and the psychological. So we divided the main topic into two. Here, you see the two branches, physical and psychological? Let's look at the physical first. Well, here the main subtopic is the learning environment, which we've divided into why it is important and then different kinds of learning environment. home, school, or library. We've got some branches showing what we should look for in a positive working environment. For example, is there a desk and so on. And we've given a couple of examples of distractions such as TV and listening to music while you're working. The second subtopic is the student's feeling of well-being. Well, we've put this under both physical and psychological factors. We've given some examples of the factors that influence the student's physical well-being, such as diet and exercise and whatever. Psychological factors are things like self-reward and peer support. The next section was time management. Now, we weren't quite sure about time management. We didn't know whether to include it in the physical or psychological factors. So we've put it with the physical because of the importance of making a schedule. The timetable involves deciding when and for how long the student is going to work. There are also two subtopics here, and we've put these under when. They are the importance of working for lots of small periods rather than leaving everything to the last minute, and the importance of building in review time. Finally, we come to the question of task management. Again, this involves physical aspects such as organizing the material and which material the student will be using, but this involves a psychological element too. As the student feels more in control of his or her own work if the material is organized in files and the right kind of reference materials are used. It is easier to learn and easier to review if the tasks are organized properly.
Okay, that's right. So some questions to you, Aline. What she suggests to do first, physical or psychological?
Physical.
Yeah. Mhm. Is it important to divide into the stages?
Can you repeat, please?
Is it important to divide the items or the stages in the physical?
Yes, because it gets organized.
Mhm. What was the second topic that she talked about? Is it
I think it was planning.
yeah, and feeling of well-being, yeah, and both physical and psychological factors are important. And the next section would be quite sure about time management. You need to management your timetable. Yeah. What the timetable involves? Deciding, for example, when and what else?
I don't know.
Okay, the timetable involves deciding what?
Because you have to have a time for yourself with mind healthy, so you can concentrate in what you're doing.
Yeah, especially when you start your map, and how long, okay, it will be done. Finally, we come to the questions to task management. Again, this involves physical aspects, such as what kind of aspects involved in the last stage, physical aspects.
Have your time to sleep.
Do you need to organize the material or not?
yeah, you need to organize your materials, and if you want in files, so you can find everything that you want easier, and not to listen other things like TV or or things that can unconcentrate you.
Perfect, perfect comprehension. Let's go ahead. Okay, glossary. Let's check glossary. Drag something out. Make something take longer than necessary. Self-reward. Treating yourself for something good you have done. Peer support. Help from people your age or from your group. Language research. Grammar summary. Vague language. In spoken language, we do not construct sentences in the same way as we do in written language. We deliberately use a less precise form for the language. So complete the missing examples in the following table. What marker, kind of, sort of, a bit, a little. Possible meaning, the speaker wants to lessen impact, doesn't want to appear rude. So let's complete. Vague example, I feel kind of sick. Too. This accent was kind of or a bit funny. So no.
Teacher, you want me like I am feeling sick?
Yes, you can. Very good.
Okay.
And non-verbal example number one, I feel sick. His accent was funny.
Mm-hmm.
The next, or something like that, the speaker can be or doesn't want to be precise. Vague example, let's go and get a drink or something. Number four, she has a couple of things she wants to do. Number three, let's go and get a drink or an ice cream. Just to complete these examples, would you like to write this?
Yeah.
To fill the example? Okay. I will give you just the answer, okay? Number two, we start. His accent was kind of slash or a bit funny. Number one, I feel sick. Number three, let's go and get a drink or an ice cream. Let's go and get a drink or an ice cream. Number four, she has a couple of things she wants to do. She has a couple of things she wants to do.
She wants.
Yeah, to do. Five, we lay around on the beach and sunbathed. I will spell this word. S-U-N B-A
B-A.
T-H-E-D. And
Oh.
listen it to the radio. Best of listening. Listen it to the radio. Number 6. You are making a mistake. You are making a mistake.
Okay.
Number 7. He's got one of those
Mm-hmm.
watchy abacalities.
Abacates.
Yeah. This is the long word.
Yeah.
I'm located on my arrow here. In the vague marker, we have this word. It's a long word. Watch a makali. And things in plural. Tingis. You need to cut letter Y and add letters I, E, S for things. And watch markalitis with S because plural. Those number 8. There were about 25,000 fans at the game. There were about 25,000 fans at the game. And the last, she shoot at me and all that. She shouted, not shoot, shouted.
Can you spell it, please?
Okay, S
Mm-hmm.
H-O
Mm-hmm.
U-T-E-D, shouted
Okay.
at me and all that. Vocabulary summary. Now about verb patterns. So verb patterns. Patterns and examples. Verb plus infinitive with to. Example. Read please the example.
Teacher, calma aí que aqui tá muito pra frente. Ui. Number 1.
Yeah, I tend to drink. The example here, we are in number 2, verb patterns. So patterns and examples.
Tá, eu tava na outra.
Yeah.
Verb plus infinitive with to. I tend to drink too much coffee. She
Yeah.
agreed to marry him.
So verbs, adjectives, tend, hope, agree, want, would, love. The next, verb plus object plus infinitive with to. Examples?
The doctor advised her to stop work. He asked me to keep him informed.
Yeah, verbs and adjectives, tell, ask, urge, advise, and went. The next, verb plus preposition plus ing verb. Examples?
She apologized for arriving late. I am interested in applying for the job.
Verbs and adjectives. Agree for, against, apologize for, be interested in, be opposite to. The next is adjective plus infinitive with to. Example?
The students are eager to please. We're happy to see you here.
Verbs and adjectives. Difficult, possible or impossible, easy, happy, eager, necessary, important. So
Teacher, what is urge?
now, I think it's eager, okay? About this word, are you asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me check. Is synonymous by anxious. Okay?
Thank you.
Complete the sentence with an infinitive or ing verb from the box. Climb, do, give up, pass, see, survive, take part, and walk. 5 minutes for you.
Okay.
The pronunciation is eager mesmo, okay?
Tá. Teacher, what is climb?
When you need to reach at top of mountain, you need to climb.
Okay.
Em português, climb is escalar montanha, escalar morro.
Mm-hmm. Teacher, I finished, but I didn't understand the tree, number 3.
Let's check. It was difficult, but she managed to pass the exam.
Ah, tá. This.
Let's check. Read, please, from 1 to 8.
She promised give up of smoking, or just give up smoking?
No, to give up.
To give up smoking.
Yeah.
He hopes take part in the Olympics in 2020.
Yeah.
It was difficult, but she managed to pass the exam.
Perfect.
They were lucky surviving the accident.
No, to survive.
To survive.
Yeah.
To survive. He insisted on climbing the mountain on his own.
Yeah, but you don't need to pronounce letter B. So it's climb like come. So
Climb.
climbing.
Okay.
6.
His wife objected to do all the housework herself.
Yes.
Number 7. I am happy walking you home if you're afraid.
No, I'm happy to walk.
To walk?
Yeah. According to the teacher's book.
Mm-hmm. They were delighted seeing all their friends at their anniversary.
That's right. So next exercise. We have some vocabulary here. Fall asleep, feel drowsy, insomnia, keep away, keep someone away, light sleeper, oversleep, sleep, sleeping pills. So you need to do questions for the answers. For example, number one, the answer is because the alarm didn't go off. So the question is, why did Joey oversleep?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the people next door were having a party. I had insomnia because the people next door were having a party.
Number two?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can use myself in the question,
Yeah, you
right?
can. You can. Okay.
Okay.
That's right. Why was said because the past? No.
Mm-hmm.
The people.
Number 3, no, I always sleep like a dog.
Are you?
Are you take sleeping pills? No, I always sleep like a dog.
No. Are you a light sleeper, or do you suffer from insomnia?
Okay. So it's number 3, it's like sleeper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or suffer from insomnia.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, no, only if a doctor has prescribed them. Okay. Do you have sleeping pills or do you need? No, only if a doctor has prescribed them.
Yeah, almost that. But the correct is, do you ever take sleeping pills? Okay, the next is she must have taken some kind of drug. So why does she feel drowsy? Hello, Aline. Our contact was gone. So we finish this class here. Thank you for your time. If you want to study English with me, please contact me by my cell phone. My cell phone number is 41 99 603 1453. Bye bye.